Here to react, Fox News contributor and former acting ICE director Tom Homan. Tom, it's good to see you. Let's go ahead and pull up some of these numbers here so people can see the breakdown. There have been nearly 32,000 that were granted parole since August 6th. More than 94,500 have been released since March 20th, with a notice to report more than 39,600 released on their own recognizance since August 6th. Here's what former Border Chief Rodney Scott says, quote, a parole should only be granted on a case-by-case basis and only for significant humanitarian reasons or significant public benefit. Neither of these appear to apply to the current situation. As a field chief, I don't believe I ever approved more than 5 or 10 in a year. What is your reaction to these numbers and to that statement?
Well, the numbers, they show that the secretary's been lying to the American people. I've been on this network saying since March he's lying to the American people. Every time he gets on TV, he's lying about what's happening at the border. And Rodney Scott's right. Look, I was the ICE director for just under 2 years. I mean, a year and 8 months or something like that. I think I approved 2, maybe 3 paroles. Paroles are something it's done on a case-by-case basis. It's rare to give a parole because it's based on significant humanitarian concern or some law enforcement need, public safety need. So they're abusing the process. So why are they using paroles? Because they'll be eligible for a work visa when they get here. So again, here's a secretary not taking any enforcement posture, not doing anything to slow the flow. Just another enticement. You don't think these people that got a parole now working in the United States are calling their friends and neighbors back home and saying, not only did I get released, I got a job. This is just another enticement. It just shocks me. Now the other part you talked about, people with notice to report. The notice to report clearly says on the bottom, you are not in proceedings, you will not be detained, and you are being released because ICE won't detain you for humanitarian reasons, which means the government's trusting these people someday to show up at an ICE office and turn themselves in. Now, how often do you think that's going to happen? This is just open borders gone wild.
Well, yeah, and that number with the people given that notice to report, that was the highest number of the 3 that we just listed and had on screen, more than 94,500. So of the grouping in that 94,500, how many people do you actually think would then report?
Look, based on immigration court data, if you go to DOJ website and Executive Office of Immigration Review, about 51% will report. But that's not the important data set. The important data set is out of those that get ordered removed, which is about 89% of everybody gets ordered removed because they simply don't qualify for asylum. Out of that number, 89% that get denied, how many leave as directed by a federal judge? That number, 3%. 3%. That's why the President Trump put in the Remain in Mexico program, because it made sense.
Okay. Tom Homan, thank you very much for waking up early and for joining us this morning. Appreciate your insight as always. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Of course.